about undermining both the fact that the Russians did this and attacking the probe?
Well, first of all, I think that this should change the mind of any Republican voter that doesn't want to vote this midterm, because Donald Trump will be impeached by a Democrat Congress. If you look at this indictment, the fact that they would release this indictment before his meeting with Putin, too.
You think this is a predicate for impeachment? Why?
Well, Mueller is clearly setting up the narrative. The next indictments coming will be, I assume, Roger and maybe others. I mean, it's been reported by Msnbc. I was never asked about this, that somebody was asked about a meeting Roger had with, now his name escapes me while I'm on live TV, the one who worked for Manafort, right under him.
Rick Gates.
Rick Gates, that he had a meeting with him, so who knows what they talked about with the emails. As I've said...
And Rick Gates, of course, has pled guilty.
And is cooperating.
And is cooperating. You say today you think it's more likely that Roger Stone will be indicted.
Yeah, well, I think Roger, from the very beginning, as I said, after I left the grand jury, Roger was, if it would be nice to say he was a subject, he was clearly a target. My question...
That was clear to you in the way that you were being questioned?
Yeah, I've said that to you before. It was 100% clear.
You said at the time, though, that you felt that it was like they were trying to set up a, quote, perjury trap, which has to do with statements Roger has made in a setting where perjury would matter, presumably testifying. This doesn't look like perjury, Sam. This looks like laying out the predicate for the fact that Roger Stone was talking to the Russian military agents who were claiming to be Guccifer, that they went in and pretended they were not Russian, they had a Romanian cover story, and that Roger backed that up, too. Do you think Roger may have knowingly committed a crime as he went down that road?
No, because I think, well, in terms of cooperating with the Russians, I've had this argument with him. I've talked about this publicly. I said to him, I don't know why you're associating yourself with these people so publicly. Our intelligence community has said that the Russians did it, and he says to me that he didn't believe the Russians hacked. So I would say...
Do you think Roger's that stupid, I guess, is the question?
I think Roger is conspiratorial. Yes, I think Roger, Alex Jones, and that whole...
But that defense that you're sharing, and I appreciate you coming on this show.
This is all I know.
I understand. You're explaining what you've learned, which is what makes you interesting. Let me finish. You're explaining your understanding of the situation. That theory of the case to defend Roger suggests that Roger Stone is stupid or a novice. You and I have both dealt with him. He strikes me as neither of those things.
Roger is someone who does not trust the government sometimes and has seen disinformation put out. I disagree with him on this. It was clear to me that Putin did this. Putin is not my friend. I think Putin is not an ally. He's an adversary. By the way, the president should...